Hello, guys. It's August 25, 2020, and today is Anton's birthday, the Awesome 10X Planet. Awesome 10X is actually a subsidiary of Awesome Planet, which is a food and lifestyle blog. And without Anton Diaz prodding to teach you guys about the financial markets, this would not be happening today. So before we begin, let me just say a thank you and a happy birthday to Anton Diaz, the guy who's just back. He isn't there that you don't see him every day, but he's always there, helping you stream live, helping me do these live streams for you. Now let's begin. Let me now share my screen. Today, Philippine markets, your PSEI is 5,953. It's up 9 points, and we have a slew of winners and gainers for the day. So why don't we check out the index today? For today, your market value, let us read it. Wait up. So we have some winners, we have some losers. Your market value today is back to that 4 billion mark, 4.5 billion mark. So we haven't really breached that $100 million or 5 billion pesos average traded, which we want to happen. In order for us to get more involved in the markets in the Philippines, we want the market value to go as high as 7, 8 billion, even better if we can even hit 10 billion pesos without rebalancing efforts. So today, we are seeing advancers 84, decliners 109. We still have net foreign selling of 463 million pesos. But what you could see is that the PSEI reversed course. It fell down and then rallied. All shares went down, then rallied. Financials went down, then rallied. Industrials went down, then rallied. Holdings went down, then rallied. Properties went down and also closed up. Mining went down and then closed up. Services, however, kept going up. So in the services industry, we know who the buyers of services are. What is the service industry? That would be your telecoms, your PLDTs of the world. Let's take a look at your watch list. In the stock index, what you could do is go to analytics. Of course, I'm using wealthsec.com. For those who don't have an online account in the Philippines, I do hope that you can try to check out our online platform. Just go to wealthsec.com and you can actually open an account and build your Philippine portfolio through our website. Of course, I am employed still by Wealth Securities. And so, although there are a number of brokerage firms, this one gets you an execution that you want if that's all that you prefer anyway. So let's take a look at your services. Of course, the services here. Inside the services, of course, there's a slew of losers. We know that there was that political dilemma on ABS-CBN, so we could see that the media entity hasn't been able to get their franchise. But what about the services went up? The funny thing about the Philippine market is that the supermarkets, the resilient ones, are in the services industry. So Robinson's Retail, Pure Gold, are in the services industry. Your PLDT, your Globe, and of course, right now, some telecoms are also in the services industry. We could see that for this month alone, your Robinson's Retail is the star of the moment. Robinson's Retail is up 15% for the month. Your ICT, which is your container terminal, it's actually more like an export play. It's more on the global growth play, whether we are importing or exporting, or whether all the global shipments are moving already. That is really the ICT proxy, no? So ICT is not really a Philippine play. It's more of a global play. And that's actually what we like. We like companies to be global. ICT is up 9%. Your PLDT and your Globe didn't go up much, but at the very least, let me just tell you that for the last 3 months, and we're talking about this year where we had a very difficult year, your PLDT is actually up 20%. It's now trading at 14.20. I will discuss later that chart. And of course, the beautiful thing about these names is that we can just buy it, keep it, We don't even have to look at the everyday trades. We can just hold on to them, get our dividends, and then just calmly buy it if they go down. And then if they really go down, we are comforted with the fact that PLDT has cash flows to help us sleep well at night. So one of the winners inside the services industry, of course, today is well, now telecom was up 25%. It is down today, but we could see that amongst the industry, there have been some ups in the supermarket and the telecoms. I think there's news as well of Dito Telecom. No? Before we go to the analytics, let us go first to your top gainers for the day, your top losers for the day. So your top gainers with volume today is Dito Telecom, up 4%, 9,772 trades. And then, of course, your other top traded with good volume is FNI, now up 5% to 123. We did notice that some people like the nickel Asia play, and they wanted perhaps if there is another nickel that they can play in the Philippines. And it seems as if the market has chosen FNI to become a player for the traders. And I'm not sure if there is an investor that's really buying FNI, but we are seeing some volume upticks of FNI for the past 2 days. It's been gaining well, and also it has been gaining value, not just in the prices. So what I like is volume should be up, prices should be up, so that we know that there is a bigger entity out there that is buying the shares and not just a small player. Now, of course, you are seeing Dito Telecom up. Your Robinsons Retail right now is up 4%, now trading at 70. Now, we did say that Robinsons Retail seemed to have been a great buying opportunity at 58 and 60, even at 62. Now it's at 70. Making 10% in the Philippines is definitely hard. Making 20% is harder. So in my view, even if this can go 75 or 80 pesos, all the winners would have to be trailed. Meaning for Robinsons Retail at 70 pesos, you can trail this as it goes up, you trim on the way up. So you could be selling at 70, 72, 75, 80 bucks. So you don't know how high it can go. But what we don't know is that Robinsons Retail has been doing well in the supermarket front. They also have done well in their earnings. And so it has always been bought whenever there's a drop. In fact, Robinsons Retail had a lot of buyback transactions when it was falling, I think, below 60. For those who are not in the know, Robinsons Retail is handling supermarkets, also handyman hardware. Tama ba? Let me go to Robinsons Retail earnings front again. Hindi ko masyado memorize. RRHI. So Robinsons is not just a supermarket, but it's more popularly known for supermarkets. So for the last year, you could see that profits is swelling for your Robinsons Retail at about 7.79 billion pesos. Your net sales has swelled from 130 to 162. This is 2019. Let's go to 2020 report. How do you do that? First and foremost, when you're looking for a company, you just go to the investor relations of that website. Of course, all the companies that are good, it's robinsonsretailholdings.com/investor-relations. You can see the second quarter, the first quarter, and you accept to read all their investor presentations. So let's download it for those who are not in the know. Let's read it together. I already am aware that it is a good company. But for those who are not aware, let us at least read to you what did Robinsons Retail do. Is it just a supermarket? They said no. Take a look at their July 30, 2020 reports. So we're open to serve you. So it is an essential. The Gokongwei Group owns Daiso Japan. They also own, no, that was a gift that they gave. So they are sharing that they're a CSR company. They are providing pumpkins, or we'll see. We'll take a look. Their financial highlights. They have 1,890 stores plus 2,010 the generics pharmacy branches nationwide. So it's not just a supermarket, it's also got their pharmacy play. They also own Southstar Drug, right? Their gross profit margin is 20% of sales. Net income attributable to the parent company is 1.6 billion pesos. They've got 1.45 million square meters in gross floor area. Their EBITDA margin is 8.2%. They've got a weaker same-store sales growth this year of negative 3.8%. It's not that great that your sales growth is falling, but it is to be expected with COVID pandemic. First half 2020 consolidated results, you could see that this is a company that is well known for their supermarkets, and that is 48% of their business today. But this is what's happening. Your drugstore, which used to be just 4%, is now 9%. That is a double in just 4 quarters. Sorry. Second quarter 19. Yeah, tama. 4 quarters nga. 4 quarters, meaning 1 year. Do-it-yourself store, their 3.6 is now about 4.8. Department stores fell a bit. So convenience stores, of course, they own the mini stop. If you have been eating in the convenience stores of mini stop, you are indirectly helping Robinson's Retail earn money. Okay, specialty stores, that would be their department stores. So we're talking about a company that has first half results, 75 billion pesos for first half 2020. If you have seen almost all the retail companies in the world, for your sales to be not as badly affected, just 3.8% down for your first half 2020, that's good enough. Meaning, wow, that's a better than expected result. Now, for the store network, again, we did say supermarket, department store. It's more well known really for the supermarket and department store. The drugstore, however, has been growing. You could see that Mindanao, they have 27, Visayas 45, Luzon, they have got 339, the generics pharmacy, with Metro Manila 109. Now, how many people have this sickness of COVID that has or not sick, but at one point in time, maybe we will get sick in the future. We don't know. So the drugstores would sell those medicines for us. And so I would say that in the Philippines, maybe the only healthcare that is available for those who want an exposure would be Robinson's Retail. So you might want to think, I'm up already on my Robinson's Retail. Should I sell this? You never know. Maybe somebody out there wants to buy it even as high as $80. So hold your winner. We don't know how high, guys. I don't know how high. You just hold and trail it. If it goes down to 65, let's see if somebody will buy it at higher lows. Later, we'll go to the charts. The consolidated results. So you could see that the EBIT margin is around from 5% before, it's 3.7%. Yun nga, but it's fine, diba? Because their company is really at least still making money. Supermarkets are still growing. Same-store sales growth for your supermarket was up 16%. That's high. Actually, same-store sales have, if you blend it, it's down 3%. But if you only doing so well. From 1 billion last year, it's 48 billion pesos this year. So maraming nag-supermarket kay Robinsons. That's what's happened. Food, disinfectants, cleaning items. In fact, Procter & Gamble's earnings results in the first half of 2020 this year said that a lot of you bought a lot of cleaning detergents. Even Clorox said that their sales are really doing well. So that's how you try to understand what's happening in the world and what's happening in the Philippines. So those are essentials that have really been bought a lot. And I can tell that a lot of us are buying disinfectants for the fear of a store being said na hala, na COVID siya dyan sa store na yan kasi hindi naglilinis, hindi nagwa-wipe. Siyempre, wala namang store na gustong ganon. So all the stores had to buy all these alcohol and disinfectants, always washing and swiping and sliding those doors with all those disinfectants. Okay, now Robinson Supermarket is also available online. They are delivering already. You can shop now. Robinson Supermarket said that they have gorobinsons.ph. So let's say you want to be safe. I want to buy from Robinson Supermarket, but I want them to deliver it for me. Robinson Supermarket currently delivers to Quezon City, Makati, Mandaluyong, San Juan, Pasig, Marikina, Cainta, Lower Antipolo. So, malay nyo, mag 90 pesos pa tong Robinson's Retail. Di natin masabi. Pag nag 60 pesos ang Pure Gold, sabay-sabay naman silang aangat eh. So, net sales. Okay, net sales ng department store segment, 55% down. This only reflects the same reality of SM, which is a department store. So, this only tells you na kapag sarado ang mall, sino magde-department store? Kawawa naman. So, ganyan talaga. Drop 50%. Gross profits fell from 2.3 billion to 1 billion, 50% down. Their EBITDA, earnings from 600 million, is 82 million. So, the department store segment is the bleeding segment. At least hindi negative, 80 million pa rin. Low same-store sales growth was brought about by the temporary closure of department stores. All stores were fully reopened by May 20. So, their store count is 49. Lazada, curated home. What's this? So they are also selling some of their mga home furniture inside Lazada. So they are saying with yourself segment, which is, di ba nga, maraming home furnishing ngayon na malakas. Especially if you're trading the US, some of the biggest winners of the year. Wayfair, 10x within 6 months. Hindi ko na-imagine na lahat kayo bumibili ng chair at table at lahat ng home furnitures. Net sales of the Philippines is down 30% in the do-it-yourself segment. But it's not as bad as what yung iba 50% down nga eh. At least ito down 30%. Pero actually yung do-it-yourself, naging karpentero nga yung ECQ. Nakita ko yan sa mga US names eh. I'll show you a few of them, ha? In that home furnishing segment. So actually, hindi ko din kung meron bang problema. Yung mga at-home na mga this is already 20x from $2. Hindi, sa bagay, swerte mo naman kung nabili mo talaga ng $1.38, no? At-home group is trading in the US. That traded for as low as $1.38 during April after great earnings and better earnings. Right now, it is already trading at $19. Can you imagine that? $1, $19. What is and then this one, I'll show to you a few things. Online furniture from about $20, $30. Now it's $330. Amazing, no? And I think that is something that is quite amazing to the point that we will share to you later. Ang lakas ng home furnishing. Teka. Sorry guys, nakat yung phone ko. So, I'm back. Pero, teka. Ayan, nakikita niyo na ba ako? Teka. Ayan, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Off natin. Ay, oops. Dito na lang tayo. Dito na lang tayo sa Dito na lang tayo sa aking screen. Anyway, this one will work. So yan, you are seeing today that the Philippine market is showing to you something that we have been seeing on a worldwide scale. That people have been doing a lot of handiwork at home. So ito yung handyman, most popular, bumili ng fan, bumili ang mga tao ng table at ng mga chair nasa bahay. So convenience store segment, obviously down yan. Okay, down 20%. So second quarter was down. So kapag nagtitingin ka ng mga global stocks, nakakatulong yan actually for you to make money even in the local market. So hindi sila nakaka-disrupt, nakakatulong siya. Convenience store segment, so alam nating patay, down 70%. Low same-store sales growth was brought about by temporary store closures and reduced store operating hours. Si Ministop ay ngayon nagbebenta ng chicken sa GrabFood, Joyride, Angkas, May Kuya. So sino ang kumita dito? Si Ministop ba o si GrabFood? Obviously, si Grab. Si Angkas, di ba? Okay, drugstore segment. Okay, from 4 billion last year, ngayon, 9.30 billion. Billions to, guys. Billions of pesos. So, notwithstanding the relaxed quarantine measure, malakas si Southstar Drug, malakas si the generics pharmacy. 520 South Drug stores, the store count is 2010. This, I believe, is what's making RRHR doing well. Ito lang kasi yung healthcare play ng Pilipinas. Now serving nationwide, immunity booster, promo packs. You may now pay in cash or upon delivery. So yon, credit card and so forth. Now, specialty store segment, hirap to. Down 47, down 30%. Okay, that means na lahat ng department stores worldwide, patay po sila. Click to collect, Robinson's Appliances, order, pay, collect. So eto, dito napunta lahat ng mga pinagbibili nyo. Paano ko nalaman yon? Eh si Best Buy, malaki eh. Malaki yung galaw ni Best Buy eh. Tingin nyo ba, pag nagtre-trade ng Pilipinas, pag nag-trade ka ng global, hindi makatulong? Guys, it helps. It helps. Why did this go up? Because people were buying gadgets. So I know that in the Philippines, ano man nangyayari sa abroad, nangyayari din yan sa Pilipinas. Okay. So, CAPEX natin. Saan natin ide-deploy ang CAPEX natin? So far, they're saying na 47% allocated to supermarkets. So, yan. Talagang supermarket play pa rin naman siya. Pero maganda na nagta-times 3 na yung drugstores niya. Ayun. So, tapos, babagsakan mo yung specialty stores. Kasi nga, all the department stores have a problem. Plans and prospects, okay, they want to target about, kahit wala na munang growth sa same store. So wala munang increase. Organic expansion is just 30 to 50 stores. They might do well on e-commerce. So they are spending 1 to 2 billion pesos on e-commerce. Dami kong sinabi sa Robinson's Retail, pwede ka naman magbasa niyan lahat. Lahat po to ay available for free. Okay, Robinson's Department Store, Robinson Supermarket, Handyman, Robinson Builders, True Value, Mini Stop, Southstar Drug, The Generics Pharmacy, Robinson Appliance, Toys R Us, Savers Appliance, Robinson Specialty Stores. Yung Board of Directors, Company Profile, okay. Ito po yung mga yan. Okay, formerly si Sir John Gohong Wei, he had passed away, pero lahat ng anak niya at lahat ng kapatid niya, Lance Gohong Wei, James Go, Robina Gohong Wei Pe, Faith Gohong Wei Lim. Okay? And then they've got these independent directors as well. So yan, okay? You've got it. All right, what else are we gonna discuss today? Ang haba ng aking Robinson's Retail speech. Okay, Pure Gold, URC, o di good, top gainer sila. O ano pa? Telephone, o di ba? 1448, good job. Ano pa? O yun. Worst loser, ano yung mga lugi sa Pilipinas? Yung pinakamalaking lugi today is now Telecom, down 6%. Never naman natin to finiture eh, so wala rin tayong paki dyan. Wala na tayong alam, o yun lang. Most active, may green, may red. Bakit ba up tong si Dito Telecom? Eh syempre, may news kay Dennis Uy eh. Basahin natin yung Dito News. Dito, ayan, yan yung news. House okays the bill granting 25-year franchise for Philippines' third telco player. Okay, basahin natin. The House of Representatives approved the third telco. This is the final renewal, the franchise of the Dennis Uy-led Mislatel Consortium for another 25 years. With two blah, 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 blah. Yeah, okay, ano pa? Establish, operate, maintain wired and or wireless communication systems. Dito is composed of Chelsea Logistics, Infrastructure, Udena, and China Telecom. So, Dito Telecom has the permission to operate as the third telco provider. So, obviously, dahil nanalo po ang Dito at meron siyang 25 years na franchise, naging masaya ang market. Ang question is, nag-sell on news ba sila? Alam ba po to ng market? Or bagong development to? Sa tingin ko po guys, alam na po to ng market. Sell on news po ang nangyayari. But maybe I'm wrong. Let's take a look at the charts. Dito telecom, wala namang earnings, so speculative. Okay. Ano po to? Sell on news po ba to? Sell on good news po ba to? Ang sagot ni Nikki is, yes, this is a sell on news. Sell on good news. Umangat na po yan eh. Hindi naman po yan something na hindi alam ng market eh. Oh. From 1 to 4. Ano to? Lower high, 3.5. Hindi nga nag-reach ng 4, no? Ganda ng news, pero lower high. So, ano? Sell on news tawag dyan. Okay. Ano pa? Umangat yung RRHI. Ano tingin niyo dyan? May volume ngayon. Umangat. Sell po ba to? Baka mamaya mag-82 yan ng di oras. So, para sa akin, hawakan muna natin ha. Although there's a selling pressure at 72 and there's probably a selling pressure at 78 and 80, I think that there is a buying pressure here at 62 to 63. So there might even be a buying pressure now as high as 65. So if you can just prolong your waiting time, let's see how high this goes. Anyway, I would think that if you were following my YouTube channel, you have been buying somewhere at about 62 or even better, dito ka pa sa 60. So, I think that this is still intact. Hold first. Now, pure gold, wala. Hawak lang. Wala pa naman nangyayari, pero uptrend naman. Wala naman nangyayari sa Costco, no? Tulog pa rin. Ang may-ari naman ng URC is JG Summit at may-ari ng Robinson's Retail, so okay naman. I guess that this one will be bought at about 60 below if it falls. Ang mahirap sa Pilipinas, yung mga SM, pero hindi naman talaga mahirap yan. Ang yaman-yaman yan. If it falls ng 840 and 800, you've got a lot of buyers. Of course, your SM Prime is having a problem, so consolidate lang yan, tulog. Your Philippine market, okay, your Mega World is trying to conserve cash. Mega World reported that they will think twice on the dividends. Anyway, Mega World is not a company that is always being bought for the dividends. So they want to conserve their cash, and they're thinking twice about their buyback plans. Anong nangyayari kay AGI? Bumabuyback ba siya? So far, AGI is just there at 550, 650 hirap. Maybe it's a trading range. We'll see. Ano pa ba nangyayari sa Pilipinas? FNI umangat. FNI umangat with volume. So second day with volume. So far, what we could see is, all right, meron tayong volume. Mukhang may selling pressure sa 145. Maraming buyers siguro dito sa 1 peso. Ang ating landmark psychological support could also be bought at 110. So I don't really know if there will be pullbacks or dire-diretso na ba to sa 145. If you have FNI, I don't know, but try to hold on. Let's see where it goes. I don't have it, but this is a good volume and this is a good play. I think like there are smart people who know better than me. They probably know what's happening here. But I think that it's a conduit of the Nickel Asia play. So Nickel Asia is a beneficiary, of course, and Nickel Asia's partner is Sumitomo Metals. And so that is a Japanese partner of Nickel Asia. I'd say that if China and the entire world has demand, if the US has demand, if Russia has demand, all these EV, electric vehicles, should do well in the future. And I think that that is why people are buying nickel. NIKL is a component of your solar battery storage. So it's more of the batteries that's really needing nickel. It's not necessarily electric vehicle. If you have a house and you want to store some of the solar into a battery, most likely Nickel Asia is a beneficiary of that demand. So okay na yon, guys. I think I said enough. Let's read what happened in the comments. What happens now today? Why did it fall 6%? Let's take a look at the chart. Di ko rin alam eh. Sorry guys, hindi ko kasi masyado kino-cover. But I think like when it comes to telecoms kasi, I only look at PLDT and Globe. And in that sense, syempre, hindi talaga natin alam lahat ng nangyayari sa mundo. But I think like baka ano lang, sell dahil walang nangyari. Anyway, 90% down naman na to for the last 10 years, di ba? Tingnan mo. Umangat, 70 cents, push to 20 pesos, bagsak sa 2 pesos. I don't know if it's gonna go 4 or if it's gonna go 1. But it looks like this is a pump and dump name. And so, wala rin naman talagang nangyayari. So, hindi ko alam. Wala akong alam. Hindi ko rin alam talaga. Pwedeng umangat ng 280. So far, may support sa 2. Umangat naman from 1, that with the March low. Okay lang, hindi ko alam eh. It could go up, it could go down. If I don't know, all I can say is that there's a selling pressure. So sell dito sa 250, bumagsak. 240, bagsak. Balik ng 240, bagsak na naman. So pag na-break yung 190, pwedeng mag-160. Pag umangat ng 250, then it can go higher. Ganyan lang. So that's all I can say. Baka may alam kayo. Hindi ko alam eh. Baka may alam kayo. Let's take a look at the comments. Airlines and casino stocks in the US are waking up. Sana Cebu Pacific and Bloomberry ambunan din. Yes, I think that in the Philippines, there's a question. What is the best casino play in US? Actually, guys, marami kasi sa US eh. Yung nag-10x na casino sa US was PENN, PENN. Pero late na yan kung bibili ka. 4 to 50 na, 55 na yan. Casino stocks in US marami. Kaya ang ganda. Kaboom, 10x to. Nauna na yan. Yung mga Wynn Resorts, hindi masyado umangat. Yung mga LVS, hindi yan umangat. Maraming laro sa casino. Pwede kang online, pwede kang offline. Pero ang mga laro, ito, lottery. Kaboom, no? Up, down din yan. Up, down yan. So ito, 425x move na yan. Actually, sa casino, sa Pilipinas lang laggard, guys. Kasi lahat ng mga casinos na trine-trade ko abroad, 100%, 500%. Pilipinas lang talaga yung bulok, no? Wala man nangyayari sa Pilipinas. Kawawang-kawawa, buisit. Okay, basahin natin ang chart ng Bloomberry. Sabihin nyo, up na 100% yung ibang abroad. Dito sa Pilipinas, hindi pa rin umaangat si Bloomberry. Ano bang problema nito? Okay naman yung Solera. Well, wala eh. Walang player eh. Anyway, guys, looks like, I think Bloomberry here, 4 pesos, umangat na ng 8 pesos, 100% up. Balik tayo sa 615. I guess any drop from 6 to 550 will be bought. So, conso lang yan. I don't know if it's gonna fall, but it can also rise one day. So, it's really a reopening play. So, somebody said the US airlines have been rallying up. Yes, Delta Airlines is back to $30. Kaboom. So, will Cebu Pacific follow soon? Maybe. But so far, the Philippine market is always laggard. I think that at 36 to 32, yes, you want to buy some SEB so that when it rallies to 45 to 45 to 50, you have you can sell up. So it is a trading move in my view. Lahat sa Philippines, mostly trading. Insight sa ASEN, Ma'am Nikki. Thanks in advance. I like solar, and ACEN is a solar power play, renewable energy, so I'll hold on to it. Hold lang. We don't know how high it can go. Hawak lang po. If it falls, at least alam mong may sasalo. Usually, pag ganyan, hawakan mo na lang. Kasi hindi natin alam how high. Mamaya mag-tres pa yan. Hindi natin alam how high eh. So, hold lang. It's a renewable energy play, uptrend. So far, okay naman. All I know with ASEN is that ACEN is AC Energy. They are ramping up. They want to be the Southeast Asian biggest player in renewable energy. Whether they can do that or not, syempre, di naman natin alam. Di naman tayo Diyos. Pero alam lang natin, at 2.4 and at 2.5 and at 2.6, 2.7, maganda, 2.8 ngayon. Patience wins. You know that at 280 to 3, baka may mag-sell. Pero pag na-break out yung 3 na yan, edi all-time high tayo. Baka mag-4 pa yan, diba? So, hawakan na lang natin. Hindi ko talaga alam eh. Basta pag good company, just hold. Trail stop na lang yan. Trail lang. So, hawak lang yan. Meron po ba? Ay, oo, Stone Age Pilipinas. Super sad. Talaga. Yan talaga yung problema ng Pilipinas. Stone Age tayo. FNI broke out today. Should we sell or hold? Mukhang hawak lang. As long as it's above 1.1, 1.2, baka mag-150 pa yan ng di oras. Can Shopee sustain the price war versus Lazada of Alibaba? Wala po kayang Shopee no commission na seller. Kumikita talaga ang Shopee and Lazada sa e-commerce nila. So, as wala eh, na-dominate nila eh. Shopee is SE. Lazada is Alibaba. Both stocks are actually doing very well. In fact, SE is 15 times your money in the last 3 years. So, ito si Shopee. Lalo lang umuusbong ang business. Dire-diretso lang po tayo, sir. And then, nakita nyo kanina sa, di ba malakas sila Grab, tsaka malakas sila, Angkas. Ito si US, sa China, si Meituan. 50, ngayon 255 na. Ito sa abroad, sa Germany, si Delivery Hero. From about 30, ngayon 100 na. So, para sa akin, ilist mo na lang isang ninja van sa Pilipinas para naman may matrade yung Pilipino. Kawawa naman mga listed stocks natin, puro dinosaur. Actually, ang problema lang talaga is yung mga malakas na industries, hindi sila listed. Kaya tayo nag-trade abroad. Pero hindi lang din dahil ganun. Sa mundo, maraming magandang company. Lahat ng malalaking largest solar in the world is abroad. There's a question, all-HC. Di ba logistics po yan? Tingnan natin. Dapat maganda. Kaso lang, kapag pangit yung mga earnings nila, edi hocus-pocus din yung mga nangyayari. Tingnan natin kung doing well. Lumabas na ba earnings ng Ayala Logistics? So for me, I think logistics should do well. Sige, pwede to. Industry-wise, okay naman. Mukhang nagko-console lang siya. Sige. Basta tayo, earnings niya lumabas na August 17. Let's take a look at all-HC. Lumabas na ang earnings niya. So, ganito po maghanap pag gusto niyo mag-investigate on a company. Sa US kasi lahat ng mga ZTO Express malakas eh. So, it handles all the logistics express arm. Yung mga UPS, madalas yan. FedEx, lumakas din naman eh. Malakas lahat ng logistics in the world. Let's see. Asan ang website? Ang website is ayalalandlogistics.com. Last na to, guys. Dami na tayong tanong. Hindi ko masagot lahat. Okay. Welcome to Ayala Land Logistics. Corporate Governance. Okay. Magkano ba ngayon ang Ayala Land Logistics? It is a 11 billion peso company. At 11 billion pesos, how much did the company earn or sell? Working on a platform of transparency, reports, disclosures. Tingnan natin yung reports. Annual report. Asan yung 2Q 2020 mo? Teka lang. Second quarter. Basahin natin second quarter results. Okay. Press release, quarterly report. Basahin natin to. Press release, Ayala Land, Logistics, financial results for the first half, download. Let me read. Okay, Ayala Land Logistics is saying that for the first 6 months, their revenues is 1.6 billion. It's lower 28%. Their net income stood at 155 million. The decline was largely because of the slowdown in the company's retail leasing and retail electricity supply segments. Despite our limited operations brought about by COVID pandemic, Maria Tomeldan said that we are taking care of our employees. Revenues from industrial lot sales, so they are selling some industrial lots. It is 33% lower. Commercial revenues also declined 31%. Warehouse leasing revenues, meanwhile, up 38%. So all-HC's industrial park and lessee of so this is more like warehouse leasing siya, guys. Hindi siya yung express padala. Tutuban and South Park is open to public with mall merchants operating at limited capacity. So buyers' interest for industrial lot offering remains as warehouse facilities. So well-positioned, 38% up on the crisis. Ongoing expansion is to increase the warehouse portfolio. So they are the largest developer of sustainable estates, diverse properties, residential, commercial. So this is more like a warehouse play, guys. It is a warehouse play, not really hindi siya parang yung mga shipments na nasa utak ninyo. Kasi kita naman sa resulta, wala naman silang pinag-usapan na 10 billion boxes were shipped. Paano mo malalaman kung box shipments? Magbasa ka lang ng annual report ng ZTO Express, maintindihan mo. Which is an awesome 10x pick, by the way. Share ko na rin. Ito, ZTO. We got this at 18, 19, 20. Umangat ng 37, bagsak ng 32, up siya ng 100%. So, bantayan ko kung saan babagsak. Bantayan ko rin yung earnings front, masama earnings. Some of the e-commerce plays got extended din kasi. So, bagsak sila. So, kapag mali yung earnings ninyo, bagsak ka, boy. Ayan, no? In 20% down, bagsak after 500% move. Pag 500% extension move ka, pwede kang tamaan kapag di ka nagbabasa ng earnings mo. So, yun, guys. I think that we discussed so much. Oh my God, it's 40 minutes. So, bye-bye, guys. I was thinking actually just 15 to 20 minutes. Mahaba lang talaga today. Thank you very much. See you in the Global Market Update. This is Nikki, you signing out. Bye-bye.